We're almost up at the top of the hill now. Off to the left there, you can see a small track. That's a shortcut down to Antimony mine track, which is mentioned in the website. If you have a look over here on the right, I've chucked a couple of quartz boulders, just so you know where it's at. Put them back together again. So if you have a look out for those two quartz boulders, that shows you where the turn-off is. There's also another turn-off a bit further down, which we'll come to in a second, once I get my breath. Coming down towards the S-bend now, which is coming down towards the Antimony mine turn-off. Nice little berm down the bottom here if you want to use it. A bit rough. So when you get down to the bottom of the S-bend here, that track straight ahead there is the Antimony mine track. Not where the tree is, but just off to the left there. So we'll go down there a bit later on. In the meantime, we'll head up to Sugarloaf. Which involves climbing this big hill here. So, rather than bore you, I'll turn off for the moment. Climbed out of the hill out of the Antimony mine to turn off now. We're up on a little flat bit, just before it keeps going up again. There's a little bit of respite halfway up, but then it gets nasty pretty quickly again, in terms of hill-wise. Give you a pretty good idea of the video. On the video, that's the sort of steepness of hill you're going up to get up to Sugarloaf. And again, I won't bore you by taking my climb all the way up there. But that's the sort of hill that you face. We're about halfway up Sugarloaf now. And this is the sort of view you can expect as you go up. We've got the Lerderderg State Forest in the background there, looking across directly to Mount Blackwood there with the communications towers up on the top. And then down towards Bacchus Marsh area over on the left there. Beautiful bit of the world. Right, we're up that first hill now. We're just about to go down a bit of a dip. This one you can go down pretty quickly. It's fairly loose rock, but if you get a bit of speed up down this side, you can get a bit of speed up the other side, obviously, to maintain your momentum uphill. You can just see in the background there Sugarloaf. I don't know if you can see it too well on the video, but pretty well behind that branch sticking out on the gum tree across the track there. There's a track that heads up to the summit there, and that's where we're going to go. We're a bit further up the track now. This is looking northwards into the what used to be the Porides State Forest. It's now part of the Lerderderg Forest, so it matches the bit of the Lerderderg over there to the west. The track that we're going up at the moment heads right through the park, and it goes down quite a distinct valley, which is sort of north of us here, so pretty well where I'm looking at the moment. I don't know if you can see over in the far distance there, there's a bit of a track marking up the hill, just behind the big hill in front of us there. I think that's the track coming out the other side heading up towards, Gisborne. But I'm not totally sure about that. Anyway, we're going to keep on heading up. You can sort of see the rough surface too. I'm just having a look at it here. This is the sort of typical surface you get up here. Makes it fairly difficult on the steep bits to climb up, just because of the looseness of the rocks, particularly around corners and that where it's been piled up a little bit more. You've also got to be a bit careful obviously when you're coming back down at speed. Right, and this is the trail up to the summit on the right here. I'll just have a bit of a breather here and then we'll get cracking again. We're almost at the summit now. you get to this little false summit that we're at the moment. I don't know if you can see it. We just come up over fairly rock-strewn bit of the path, and you get to what you think's the summit, but it's not. Keep going. When you get to the summit, there's a cairn. I'll show you that in a second, okay? You get a bit of speed up down here to go up the other side. As you can see, it's very rock strewn here, very hard to climb. I'll see how I go. Up, span out. I'll walk up the rest. We're getting very close to the summit though now. Only just up around the corner here. As you can see, this track's it's pretty technical up the top here, so hope you have some fun trying to get up it. One of the traditions is grab a stone for the cairn at the top. We'll grab ourselves a stone. Here we are, we're at the summit now. It might be time for a rest.